Hello students, hope you all are fine at your home. Ready for your English classes? Students, in the previous video, I taught you grammar topic, that is lesson 2, nouns. Today also I will teach you grammar, lesson 2, nouns. But we will deal with some more new topics related to nouns. Now, tell me what I have in my hand. Book. How many? 1. And in this hand, books only. But how many? 3. So look carefully now. 1 book, 3 books. 1, many. Now let me take one more example to make the things clear to you. Now what I have in my hand? Marker. How many? 1. And what I have in this hand? Markers. How many? 2. So 1 marker, 2 markers. 1, many. Now is the topic clear to you? Yes. Today I will teach you singular and plural. You have read this topic many times in your previous classes. Today I will tell you some rules regarding how to change singular to plural. Now have a look at the board. Students, is the board clear to you? Okay, then let's start. Lesson 2, nouns. Number, that is singular and plural. If a word ends with O, S, X, SH, CH, we will add ES to make the word plural. Like box, boxes. Tomato, tomatoes. We have added here ES. Next, if the word ends with F or FE, either we will add VES or S. Now here we have added VES. So knife, knives. And here chief, chiefs. We have just added S. Now word, that follows a vowel. Then we have to add S. So if before word a vowel is there, we will add S to make it plural. And if a consonant is there before word, we will add IES. We will remove boy and add IES. Fly. Before boy, L is there, a consonant. So we have made it plural by adding IES. We have removed boy and added IES. Now the fifth one. In some of the words, we add EN to make it plural, like ox, oxen. Number 6. In some of the words, we change the vowel to make it plural, like example man, men. Number 7. In compound nouns, S is added to the main word, like mother-in-law, plural form will be mothers-in-law. So we will add S after mother, that is mothers. We won't do any change with the word law. Now students, you may ask, Madam, what is compound noun? When 2 or more words are put together, we get a new word with a new meaning. That is called compound nouns. I am repeating, when 2 or more words or noun are put together, that means joined, we get a new word with a new meaning. That is called as compound nouns. For example, home and work. These are 2 separate words. Home has a separate meaning, work has a separate meaning. But when we join these 2 words, it becomes a new word, homework, and it has a new meaning. Similarly, number B, bed room. These are two different words. Bed means the place where we sleep on, and room has a separate meaning. But when we join these two words, it becomes bedroom with a new meaning. Hope students, the explanation is clear to you, particularly what are compound nouns. So students, now let us move forward to our next topic. Now can you tell what I have in my hand? Crayons, isn't it? Can you count them, students? Of course you can count them. 3 plus 3, 6, isn't it? So you can count the crayons and say that I have 6 crayons in my hand. Right. Now what is this? It's a glass of water. Now if I tell you, students, can you count 1 water, 2 water, 3 water? Can you count the drops? Definitely you will say no, ma'am. So the answer for this, you will tell that ma'am is having a glass of water, isn't it? Now let us take one more example. Now what is this I have in my hand? Sugar. Can you count these small particles? 1 sugar, 2 sugar, 3 sugars. Isn't? No. So what will you say? You will say that ma'am is holding a bowl of sugar. So can you understand? What are we going to study now? We are going to study about countable and uncountable nouns. So students, have a look at the board. Can you see the board clearly, students? See, I have written the definition. Countable nouns. Nouns that we can count are called countable nouns. Like example, trees, books, crayons. And uncountable noun, nouns that cannot be counted. Example, tea, coffee, sugar, or water, isn't it? Now students, let us read countable and uncountable nouns in detail. Number 1. Countable nouns have singular and plural forms both. For example, a pen, pens. Uncountable nouns have only singular form. Example, water. We never write waters. Okay? Now the next point. Countable nouns have singular as well as plural verbs depending on the subject. Example, pen is in the bag. Singular is. Pens are in the bag. Are plural. But in uncountable nouns, we always have singular verb like water is in the jug. Now see the third point. In countable noun, we always use how many. For example, how many books do you have? How many dresses do you have? But in uncountable noun, we use how much, that is approximate amount. How much water is left in the jug? So students, again, number 1, singular and plural forms both are there in countable noun, but in uncountable noun, only singular form. Both singular and plural verbs are there in countable noun, but in uncountable noun, only singular verbs. And use of how many in countable noun and use of how much in uncountable noun. Now, the fourth point. In countable noun, an, or some number is placed before it, like a pen or 5 pens. But in uncountable noun, we do not have any a, an or any number before them. Students, have a look at the board. I have written some words at the left hand side and I have made 3 columns: he, she, it. Now what you have to do is, you have to put these words under these 3 columns. Take out your English grammar copies and note down these words and then make 3 columns as I have done. And put these words under the proper column. Like boy, where will you put? Under he. Mother, where will you put? Under C. So do it fast, students. Hope you all have written the answers. Now what you have written? Under the he column, boy, sir, fox, king, she, mother, empress, hostess, it, book, house. Now can you tell me, students, what we have done? Actually here we have divided the nouns according to their gender. Now what are genders? Classification of nouns or pronouns under masculine, feminine, neuter and common are called as genders. Now what is masculine gender? Masculine gender refers to all males, feminine gender female, neuter non-living things and common gender where the noun or the pronoun can be male or female. Now let us read it in detail. Now let us see gender in detail. Masculine, males. They refer to male persons. Example, uncle, brother, man. Feminine, female gender. Aunt, bride, madam. Now neuter, non-living things like pen, book, field. And number 4, common gender. Common gender are those nouns which refer to somebody who can be male or female, like doctor, lawyer, teacher. Students, your home assignment is exercise B, C and D, page number 12 in your English grammar book. In exercise B, you have to underline the nouns of plural number. In exercise C, you have to fill in the blanks with the correct word. And exercise D, you have to fill in the blanks with a singular form. And in page number 13, you will be doing exercise F, that is countable and uncountable noun, and exercise G. You will be doing B, C, D, F and G in your English grammar book. Hope the things are clear to you. You have to do all these homeworks in your English grammar book. Thank you.